Hey y'all, we are now watching True Detective Episode 2. So in the last episode we meet Rusty Cole and Marty Hart, is that his name? We see that they've come across a serial killer that seems to plague them across a uncertain amount of time. We're still trying to figure out. And the serial killer leaves behind Blair Witch looking sticks. That pretty much sums it up. So I guess we will now watch this second episode. Let's get right into it. Man, look at the way this is shot.
Girls, school shut down and in 92 closed down after Andrew.
Hurricane Andrew.
We saw it on TV, and I prayed. I prayed for that woman's family, and it's me.
I've seen her before.
Jesse Pinkman's mother in Breaking Bad.
She sold the house.
Piece of work, huh? Packed lunches, bedtime stories.
I thought this was a thoughtful silence.
Oh yeah, silent reflection.
Guess he changed his mind.
How was she?
Thin, loopy. He's on something. And she says she found a church, but
Second time that's been mentioned.
What do we know about him? It's prost, artistic, religious in some kind of way.
Every person within 1,000 miles of here is religious in some kind of way, except you.
Now, she articulated a personal vision. Vision is meaning. Meaning is historical. Look, she was just chilling in the water, man.
Yeah, he's super
He
cynical.
really thinks about a lot.
Nah. Oh yeah, we didn't talk about last episode, right?
Dad.
About his
His daughter.
daughter who passed away.
Partial evidence. Establish a timeline, build a story day after day.
Yeah, but we were suspecting he had has an affair, right? With the
younger.
the court
younger
assistant or whatever.
Co-worker or something.
The way that was shot just made it seem really weird to me. Like, why would they show him getting up?
Hey, why didn't you leave when I had Chris call?
Oh, that's right. He left the call.
I guess I sobered up a little. Besides, it wasn't as bad as I thought. I was married, Marty, for 3 years. We had a baby girl. She died. Car accident. She was 2 years old.
Your kid died?
No, you can hear his voice.
Yeah,
It's
he
like
sounds so sad.
yeah, he has 2 kids. Yeah, that's his ultimate.
I can be hard to live with. I don't mean to, but I can be critical.
Very soothing voice here fits with his character.
Mhm.
Work 4 nights a week. In between, I drink. I know who I am. After all these years, there's a victory in that.
Acceptance.
Third day on the job. I don't know that her roommate has come home and snuck up behind us.
Oh, shit.
She stuck her finger up my ass.
Okay, roommate.
Ruined me. You gotta decompress before you can go being a family man. What you get into, might as well stop by.
I don't know, where are you?
Elks.
So you're drunk.
No, I'm not.
Affair.
Hardly had anything. This for your wife and kids, too. You gotta take your release where you find it, or where it finds you. I mean, in the
Strange way
end,
to
it's for the good of
justify
the
it.
family.
Usually I excuse on girlfriends. That's for the good of the family, I swear. Oh, okay, yeah, her.
What's that?
Got you a present.
Was that a handcuff?
You have the right to remain silent. Any
What does she work as again?
Court official.
No wonder she knows the words.
I thought I was gonna put these on you.
I thought he gave that to her as a gift. She's free to use that however she wants.
Well, I see why this show's popular. Oh my god.
Holy shit. Gotta give this actress props for it. You have to do this in front of like a whole entire crew, you know?
Yep. Well, I heard that since Game of Thrones, they kick out like all the men and have women on standby for these kind of shows.
Scenes.
Yeah. I don't know if this was shot before or after.
It was pretty obvious he was having an affair. In the first episode, he got up straight himself. Like,
Yeah. But yeah, I can see why the show's highly rated.
From that time, the HI.
His character fascinates me.
Yeah.
Trafficking area.
He's a very chill, introvert kind of guy.
He's very intelligent.
But he's clearly not a people person.
Maybe he was before.
Well, he doesn't really need to have an affair. He doesn't have a wife anyway, so.
Oh.
That's the girl from the bar, right?
Yeah. I forgot her name.
Where would I look?
call it the ranch.
Where's that?
South of Spanish Lake, supposed to be.
Like the
Yeah,
complete
nice.
opposite of his partner.
Yeah, he is.
I can't meet a nice man at home.
That hurts me. When you speak to me in a passive-aggressive way,
I need to be considering my options as a young woman. I want things, Marty.
Just very good, gorgeous eyes, actually. Very, very piercing.
Her eyes are
Okay.
really
Yeah.
beautiful.
You
Yeah.
just want your cake and to eat it too.
Man, it's like a boy's locker.
What?
Look at the way
Wash
it's
up,
set up.
you got some pussy on you.
Man, nothing escapes his eyes.
Key to a healthy marriage.
Oh, it's Maggie, huh?
Wow, he's
Hey.
very perceptive.
What's with your fucking nose?
Are you saying that's wife? The high tide you walking in with?
You got some idea.
No, I just meant you wearing the same clothes as you did yesterday. Coupled with the fact that I ain't stupid. Wouldn't make it no count. You got some self-loathing to do this morning, that's fine. But it ain't worth losing your hands over.
No doubt.
And I just apply a couple pounds of pressure. Snap your wrist. You seen your detective. Think I'm lying.
He's so calm.
I know, he's not even.
I wonder
worked
if
up.
this is foreshadowing for something that'll happen later on
Yeah.
when he says like what he can do. God, he's so smart and observant.
Way too observant, though.
Yeah, he's really, really observant. He's
Well, that's
right,
gonna put them in a bad mood.
he
But-
didn't go home last night.
Yeah, that's super obvious. Even
What's
he-
his wife gonna think?
He'll just say he was on the job.
Of course.
We're just gonna wander around till we find it.
I'm gonna have to ask for directions.
Maybe you could just follow your nose. I won't lie. However we left it, he had some moves.
He was impressed.
We, looking for a little bunny ranch. Know where we could find it?
No, sir.
Never heard about it? I'll be right back.
Okay.
Uh-oh. What is he gonna do?
It's my bad, boys. Maybe we got started on the wrong foot there.
Oh my god!
Oh, yep.
You remember where that little whorehouse is, huh?
He's worried about smell. Wow.
From there we take a dirt fishing road to Bayou Chanel.
Well, he's not perfect. Like, he doesn't mess with women. He doesn't have any kind of life, social life. He doesn't care.
And he
all.
doesn't care.
Man, this is back in the old days where you just try to
Just
run by
drive
map
around.
or no Google Maps. Google Maps makes everything so damn convenient. Oh, it's a whorehouse, so lots of
I didn't
nudity,
understand.
probably. And it looked like a bull cow.
How can they tell they're cops?
They stand out like a mile. Come on, you see them from a distance. They look like cops, and they got guns on their belt.
This your place?
That was the cat.
It's my lease.
Relax. That's not why we're here.
The cat.
Well, something happened.
She was nice to me when I first came around. Gave me tips and stuff.
Tips about what?
Nothing. You know, just how to be.
Huh, that's interesting.
She'd been going to church. I was hoping maybe she just turned things around.
Church. This is the third time
I
we've heard
need to
this.
question any girls might have known her.
Folks be staying away. They hear y'all are out here.
Well, ma'am, it's the best way to get us to leave.
Sheriff, know you got underage working here?
You want to know Beth's situation? It's a woman's body, ain't it?
That age, she is not equipped to make those kind of choices.
He looks really offended.
Why is it you add business to the mix and boys like you can't stand the thought? I'll tell you.
They both have points.
It's 'cause suddenly you don't own it the way you thought you did.
Oh.
Wow.
Do something else.
Wow.
I think it's because he has a daughter, so
Yeah,
he's like,
he looks
yeah.
so offended.
But she has a point there too.
Shitting on any moment of decency, part of your job description.
Look at this.
Oh, yeah. Man, a lot of these type places.
I guess keep an eye on the road while he's looking.
My daughter, she was on
Aw.
her tricycle in our driveway. Anyway, afterwards, Claire and I turned on each other. We resented each other for being alive, you know.
I see him trying to process that, but he just didn't
I
want to say it.
transferred. Somewhere in there, Claire left. Somewhere in there, I emptied a 9 into a crankhead for injecting his infant daughter with crystal.
Wow.
Said he was trying to purify her.
And kept you out there for 4 years.
In February of '93, I killed 3 cartels
Wow.
in Fort Houston.
Wow, this is fascinating. His way of retelling stories.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
for a long time.
Wow, look at that shot. That's great.
Things like that didn't happen in these parts when I was young. People said ma'am and sir. Families stayed together.
He has a very old view on this. You could tell he's kind of amused.
Things are so great, they never would have changed.
Oh, that's a great line.
Nothing. If I have a problem with someone, I talk to them, Ma.
Well, you should be able to talk to me.
I think that you need to get your cable fixed and stop confusing me with your soap operas.
You beat up on what you can't control. Makes it bad for everybody else.
Man, and definitely mother-in-law.
Or her mother.
Oh yeah, that's true. But wait,
She just called her.
but that's the
mom.
father.
You're telling me the world.
That could
I've
be
seen kids
his
today.
father-in-law.
All in black, wearing makeup, shit on their faces. Clinton.
I bet every old man probably said the same thing. I got this lead I wanted to check up on. I told you about it. Maybe your dad could bring you back.
Oh, so that's the dad.
Tell me anything about
Okay, told you.
Make me feel like something's gonna happen with the boat every time they show that shot. Yeah, that's gonna be me in the future, huh? I'll be old man yelling at the clouds. Why are things changing?
Ever seen this girl? You've never seen her before.
Never before.
Wow, he's doing his job so well.
He's relentless.
You might be able to remember her a little more, Monty.
I might.
You might.
You can tell he's amused, actually. That one.
Sweetheart, listen to me. There is nowhere else I want to be.
I wonder if you even know you're lying.
Come on!
You can actually kind of tell he's faking it here, though.
Shit,
Great
I gotta
acting.
wade through. You want me to tell you about the kids disappearing, and maybe you'll stop with the poor me little whiny bullshit.
Is that what you're saying? I'm trying to make you feel bad for me?
That's really condescending
I really
from
wanna
him.
play this.
And right now, I need you to be strong so that I can do my job.
You have developed some sort of selective deafness. Used to not be such a chicken shit, I swear.
Even your mom thinks you're a ball buster.
Wow.
I wonder if he realized that was a dumb thing to say.
Tell the girls dinner.
That was really too far.
Yeah.
Good.
And that kind of terrified me, though.
You know, I think about my daughter now. You know what
What could have been?
she was spared. There's a force of life into this thresher. As to my daughter, she spared me the sin of being a father.
Hey, Kathleen.
Wow, he's...
He must have studied philosophy at some point in his life.
Yeah, I know.
You know, Mark Daughtry, Ted Bertrand.
What's that?
We've been tasked with investigating crimes with possible occult links.
You know me, I don't see the connection between 2 dead cats and a murdered woman. But then I'm from Texas.
We're not step.
Xerox all you want. Make you feel like good cops.
You need a dial-up noise in the background. Wow.
You too, my office. Cole, I don't want you. You are upright only by the grace of this man's reputation.
Wow.
God damn, Cole. Well, you're a smartass with your mouth shut.
I was just gonna say.
Inside whatever they're putting over you, how much more time could you get us?
He wants to solve this, too.
That y'all are trying to jam somebody up. You're on to something new.
Oh, so he figured it out, yeah.
So Cole didn't want to give it to the task force. Did you?
No,
Oh, yes.
did not.
It's one thing he and
Come on,
Cole
come on.
have.
Yeah, they actually want to solve this.
Yeah.
That's why he's putting up with his
Don't make
bullshit.
sense.
That's Marty?
Well,
I couldn't recognize
I guess
him.
if it's one of those tent revival places, they move around.
Tents usually do.
Oh.
But not
There's no
people.
date on this flyer.
Something up there.
This is really fascinating, actually, with the politics. And,
Yeah, it is.
Trying to figure out.
And
the
these
backtracking.
two are so different, yet they want to solve this together.
It's not like a buddy cop thing. It's kind of like a.
Yeah, they have their conflicts and.
They feel very human.
clashes.
Look at the background too.
Oh.
This is crazily well shot. It pulls a Green Mile on us and turns into a satanic show. I don't think it does.
Back up.
Wow, look at that. They had to wait for the train in the background just to shoot this.
Yeah. Is that an owl? That's a real one, right?
Oh, that is a owl. I was not even paying attention. I was like, where's this owl? Like, oh, there. Yeah.
That's a real one, right?
It could be CGI'd in. Who knows? It looks like an actual owl, though, sitting there.
Yeah.
Nice detail, though. He's just sitting there casually.
Marty. There are other times.
The antlers?
I thought I would.
Man, that's kind of terrifying.
In the woods, too.
Yeah.
Like, those are trees there.
Okay, well, we finished watching episode 2. Actually, I like this episode better than the last episode.
This
was
one
really
seemed
cool.
like it had a lot more,
Detective? Not just detective.
Actually, not detective work. Detective work. It's just more wandering around places, meeting
Yeah.
different characters.
The plot's very easy to understand. No, I don't want to say, like, you know, it's like, it's for kids. It's easy enough for the audience to follow.
Yeah. Plus, this was more straightforward. There wasn't, like, in the first episode where we were jumping around time.
Yeah, and introduced to what was
whatnot.
going on.
Yeah, this is more following, like, the future and then back to the present, and that's it.
We see the complicated state politics with the chief is under pressure from the state government. You know, like, you don't have a suspect. We're gonna assign a task force, and then there's like senators who think this is part of some sort of satanic cult religious thing, and it doesn't help that Cole is the most unpopular man in the whole state. It looks like.
But he's so intelligent. He's so observant, and
yeah, but he's too observant for his own good. If that makes sense.
yeah, he's
He doesn't have a habit of shutting his mouth.
yeah.
Not at all.
He just says whatever pops in his head.
He's like the type of guy who would not put as president because he would say everything. We're not gonna put him in the position. He's got that smell. You know, stuff like he knew that he was having an affair immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, he wouldn't have if Marty didn't overreact. Then he'd be like, so it's really true then, you know.
Yeah,
So,
the way that Marty reacted.
just kind of seal the deal.
Although I think even if he wasn't having an affair, I would be totally weirded out if my own partner was mentioning like
Yeah, that
my
would be
personal love life with my partner.
That would be strange.
That would be really creepy.
I can smell it on you. Okay.
Yeah,
Did you guys have it good?
It's really weird. Unless they're like besties, but they're not, so it's just too weird.
And you see the complicated relationship Marty has with his wife and his affair and.
What's his wife's name? It's not Maggie, is it?
Maggie,
Or is
yeah.
Maggie the other
It's Maggie.
girl?
Pretty sure.
Then what
right?
was the other girl's name?
Well, he said don't mention Maggie. Don't mention my wife's name, so I guess that's her name. In any case,
The wife.
the wife, Marty's wife. They're really good in this role, though, all of them. The acting is really good. The acting is spectacular. Obviously, this is not like Matthew McConaughey's other characters that we've seen.
It was great when he said, "I'll be right back," goes back in, beats the hell out of him, comes back very casually. Okay, we can go to this place. And Marty never asks anything.
He's like, whatever.
Guess he doesn't. It's best to not know, you know, in those
But
scenarios.
they worked together for 7 years, he mentioned in the first episode.
Yeah.
So that means they did put up with each other a lot, even with each other's shit and dumbassery or whatever.
At this time, it has been like 3 months, right?
A couple months, yeah.
A couple months.
And Cole obviously isn't the most popular man in the office. The chief wants him out, but he's only keeping him there because Marty.
Is vouching for him.
Well, I don't want to say vouching so much as he doesn't want to replace him, because that would mean they're going to turn it over to a different task force.
Also
Yeah.
that too.
And he had to admit that he had some moves. That's what he might have said. So that was his base of headquarters, that serial killer. The ruined church and a half.
And
Possibly.
That drawing at the end looked like something out of one of those scary stories in the dark. One of those illustrations from there.
Really terrifying looking.
Was that a child? Or was it was just somebody with large eyes and it
Yeah,
looked like
basically.
antlers on top.
I couldn't really tell who it was.
Yeah, me neither.
Some of the shots in this episode were spectacular. Like the train in the background, them driving around by themselves a lot. The crows, the rune church, the open swamp areas where they're driving. They're in Louisiana, so it's very swampy, a lot of the areas.
Yeah, it is.
Of course, at the moment, we don't have any suspects. I don't have anybody to suspect. There's no famous actor who plays a bad guy that we're obvious about. This is obvious in some shows where the bad guy is not shows per se, as movies, where the bad guy, like, why would you cast someone famous for this tiny role? Stuff like that. You know, that's a very big giveaway sometimes. This is also giving me Mindhunter vibes in a way, with the classic music.
Hey, come on.
The cat wants to watch the show. Oh, look at her. She's so cute.
Hey. This reminds me of Mindhunter too.
You got music, you got... This is the 90s so far. I guess you can hear all the dial-up sounds in the back.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, this episode is really a lot more enjoyable.
Or early 2000s. I don't remember.
Had
This
a lot of
episode was
fun.
excellent. What was that argument with Marty between his wife and him? That was so problematic.
He's just digging himself a much deeper hole by insisting
every word
that
he
he's
said
not
was
doing
just-
anything. And then saying, you're the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. But also still going after the other lady.
And we just left it at that.
I feel bad for his wife.
You could tell the mother knew something was going on.
She's a good mother if she can tell that something's wrong with her own daughter.
Yeah. I was surprised he said that to his father, but it turns out that wasn't the father. That was just his father-in-law, so he didn't have to feel too strongly
Yeah, exactly.
about him.
I'm guessing we'll see the grandparents again.
Man, do we see Cole even have any relationships? He's just,
He's just there.
he's like the most he doesn't just care about social work at all. He doesn't care about talking to people socially.
His character is so completely the opposite of Marty and... Hey.
Okay, like we're not getting the cat's attention. She just refuses to look at us. Well, I can't think of anything else to cover in this episode.
Yeah, me neither.
Since we've pretty much talked about everything in the episode. The ongoing case and the complicated personal relationships between everyone. It's not a perfect good guy, you know, buddy cop thing. They're humans. They all act like humans.
Yep.
And Cole with his weird philosophy, sometimes pretty true philosophy though, where he talks about everything. He's very perceptive. He's super perceptive.
Yeah, he is.
Very fascinating guy to follow. So this is a great episode, and we very much enjoyed it. And we'll see you guys for the next episode. If we think of something, we will say in the next episode. We always think of something afterwards. It always happens. It's like a thought pops up in our head.
Yeah, true.
So I cannot speak English today. Anyways, take care, peace out, and we'll see you guys for the next episode.